Good morning, my dear buddies. Well, it's me, Dr. Donald Bump. Leg strength is a topic that is very important to millions of people who are in their latter years, so let's talk about it. What you need to understand is that as we become older, particularly around the age of 60, our lower body strength starts to decrease. Sarcopenia, decreased circulation, joint stiffness, and just plain old weariness are all factors that contribute to this. In addition, when your legs get weak, your risk of falling, breaking bones, and having mobility concerns increases dramatically. Now, however, I have some excellent news. The solutions that Mother Nature provides are right there in the cabinet that you keep in your kitchen. Yes, we are discussing tea at this moment. At this point, tea is more than just a hot beverage. In a cup, it's like having a natural pharmacy, reducing inflammation, increasing blood flow to your muscles, relieving pain, and even boosting your energy levels may be accomplished with the appropriate teas. This will allow you to remain active, walk for longer periods of time, and rebuild those valuable muscles in your legs. Therefore, I am going to discuss with you today the top 3 teas that every senior citizen ought to be consuming on a regular basis in order to boost leg strength and vitality. Why don't we dive right in? When we get older, one of the most visible changes that occurs in our physical capabilities is a steady decrease in the strength of our legs. In this case, it is not merely a matter of having difficulty getting out of a chair or climbing the stairs. There is a clear connection between it and total movement, balance, and independence. Reduced leg strength can slowly lead to a cascade of health problems for many persons over the age of 60. These health problems include an increased risk of falling, decreased exercise levels, and even social isolation. Sarcopenia, also known as the age-related loss of muscle mass and function, is the primary cause of the decline in leg strength. Sarcopenia is a disorder that occurs as people get older. A person's muscle mass begins to decrease at a rate of approximately 3 to 5% per decade after the age of 30. It is beyond the age of 60 that this rate begins to accelerate dramatically. Due to the fact that they require big muscle groups such as the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves to operate effectively, the legs are particularly susceptible to injury. The legs are responsible for supporting the body weight and allowing for activities such as walking, climbing, and rising from a seated posture. The weakening of these muscles makes even the most basic of daily activities more challenging. It is possible that activities such as getting out of bed, walking around the house, or stepping off a curb will begin to feel exhausting or even unsafe. Additionally, poor balance and slower reaction times are directly connected with leg muscles that are deficient in strength. 2 of the most significant risk factors for falls, which are the most common cause of injury and hospitalization among those age 65 and older. But the repercussions of having weak legs extend beyond the realm of physical movement. When people lose the ability to move with self-assurance and comfort, they frequently start to restrict the activities they participate in. Because of this decreased mobility, a more sedentary lifestyle can quickly develop, which not only makes the loss of muscle more severe, but also has an effect on the health of the cardiovascular system, the mental well-being, and the metabolic function. As time passes, it has the potential to diminish a person's feeling of autonomy and self-worth, so increasing their dependence on caretakers or technology that provide assistance. In addition, the decline in leg strength has an impact on the health of the joints. When there is a lack of strength in the muscles that surround the knees, hips, and ankles, the joints are able to absorb greater stress and are less protected. it is possible that this can be a contributing factor in the development of disorders such as osteoarthritis, which further limits mobility and creates a vicious cycle of inactivity and weakness. The fact that this reduction in leg strength is neither unavoidable nor irreversible is one of the most essential things to comprehend from this perspective. Those who are in their latter years have the ability to keep and even regain a significant amount of their lower body strength if they receive the appropriate interventions, which include correct diet, targeted exercise, and supporting lifestyle adjustments. The stimulation of the muscle fibers in the legs, improvement of circulation, and enhancement of neuromuscular coordination can be achieved through the use of exercises such as resistance training, walking, stretching, and balance exercises. In a nutshell, having strong legs is essential to an independent lifestyle in older years. It has an effect on everyone and everything, from your capacity to prepare meals to your self-assurance when strolling across a room. Senior citizens can preserve their mobility, lower their risk of falling, and maintain the ability to live their lives according to their own terms if they have an awareness of how and why leg strength continues to decline with age, and if they take proactive actions to address this issue. Over the course of several centuries, tea has been drunk not only as a soothing beverage, but also as a type of natural therapy for people of advanced age, particularly those who are over the age of 60. The body can be warmed by certain t-shirts, but they can also do much more than that. They are capable of providing significant and long-lasting assistance for the health of the muscles. The natural ingredients found in tea provide a gentle yet effective method to improve healing, mobility, and strength. This is particularly useful in light of the fact that age-related issues such as muscle loss, sarcopenia, joint stiffness, and decreased energy are becoming more prevalent. The muscles in our bodies grow more vulnerable to inflammation and oxidative stress as we enter our later years. There is a significant relationship between these two elements and the degradation of muscle tissue, which in turn slows down the recovery process following exercise and raises the risk of injury. Polyphenols, flavonoids, and antioxidants are found in a variety of teas, which is a fortunate discovery. Compounds derived from plants that are effective against free radicals and reduce inflammation at the cellular level when consumed. Certain types of tea, including green tea, ginger tea, turmeric tea, and ginseng tea, are particularly abundant in the compounds that are helpful to the body. As an illustration, green tea contains kagan, namely epigetin gala AGG, which is a compound that is well known for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant capabilities. It has been demonstrated that these substances alleviate muscular soreness, promote mitochondrial health, which is essential for the production of muscle energy, and even boost fat metabolism during physical activity. Muscle tissue is able to repair and rebuild itself more effectively when it is shielded from the damaging effects of oxidative stress. It's something that is absolutely necessary for senior citizens who are trying to keep or improve their strength. Tea has a significant impact on circulation, which is another important advantage for the health of muscles. The effective functioning and recovery of muscles is dependent on the presence of oxygen and nutrients. Because of poor blood flow, muscle repair might be slowed down, fatigue can be increased, and cramping or stiffness can be a contributing factor. Ginger, ginseng, and cinnamon are examples of herbs that elicit vasodilation, which is a process that helps to enlarge blood vessels and improve blood flow overall. In addition to enhancing circulation, this not only nourishes muscle tissue, but also assists in the removal of waste products such as lactic acid that collect as a result of physical effort. On top of that, teas have the potential to assist in the reduction of chronic inflammation, which is frequently observed in elderly individuals, particularly those who suffer from joint discomfort or mobility concerns. When muscles are subjected to persistent inflammation, they become more susceptible to breakdown, and their capacity to recover from even moderate effort is hindered. Teas produced from turmeric or holy basil tulsi are particularly helpful in reducing inflammation, making them good options for senior citizens who experience frequent soreness or symptoms similar to those of arthritis or other inflammatory conditions. The ease with which tea may be included into one's daily routine is one of the factors that makes it an even more accessible tool for maintaining healthy muscles. The use of 1 to 3 cups of water on a daily basis can provide regular quantities of beneficial chemicals without causing severe adverse effects. Teas are also hydrating, which is significant because dehydration can impede muscular performance and recovery, particularly in older persons who may not feel thirst as intensely as younger people. Teas are a good source of hydration. To summarize, drinking tea is more than just a relaxing exercise routine. The reduction of inflammation, improvement of circulation, and enhancement of muscle recovery are all natural ways to maintain the health of muscles, and they are a practical and evidence-backed method of doing so. One of the most significant obstacles that comes with getting older is preserving one's strength and mobility. Certain teas offer a solution that is both straightforward and efficient. There is a common perception that caffeine is responsible for the rapid jolt that many of us rely on to get our day started. Nevertheless, its advantages go much beyond merely warding off morning grogginess, particularly for those who are over the age of 60. Caffeine, when used in moderate amounts, has the potential to significantly boost energy levels, sharpen mental focus, and improve physical performance without significantly impacting the quality of sleep or the health of the heart. Because of this, it is an extremely useful ally in the fight against the weariness that comes with aging and the decline in muscular function. We experience a decrease in the responsiveness of our nervous system as we become older, which results in slower reaction times and a diminished sense of alertness. It is possible for moderate caffeine to block adenosine receptors in the brain. The quantity of caffeine that is found in a regular cup of black coffee or strong green tea is around 60 and 50 milligrams per serving. Drowsiness is caused by a neurotransmitter called adenosine, which builds up during the day and contributes to the accumulation of drowsiness at the same time. The brain fog is lifted by caffeine, which also improves focus, memory recall, and feeling overall. Researchers have shown that older persons who consume moderate doses of coffee have higher performance on cognitive tests and report feeling more motivated to participate in activities that they do on a regular basis. The performance of the muscles also benefits. The use of caffeine causes the release of adrenaline, which in turn causes a little acceleration of the heart rate and the mobilization of fatty acids from adipose tissue. Through this change, working muscles are able to use more fat as fuel, which allows them to conserve glycogen and delay fatigue while they are engaged in activity. When it comes to senior citizens, this typically translates into a longer walking endurance, a more firm leg push-off when climbing stairs, and a reduced perceived effort during resistance band or lightweight training sessions. Consequently, these enhancements contribute to the preservation of lean muscle mass, which is an essential component for preserving one's independence and balance. Moderation is essential, as it is important. For the majority of elderly people, consuming an excessive amount of caffeine that exceeds approximately 300 milligrams per day may cause jitteriness, stomach discomfort, or sleep difficulties, all of which might cancel out the benefits of caffeine. And strategy that is reasonable would be to begin with a single cup of coffee or tea in the morning, and then assess the individual's tolerance to either beverage. Caffeine is metabolized more slowly by some people, thus it is important to space out your intake. Having a cup of coffee in the morning rather than a weak brew in the middle of the afternoon helps prevent buildup and promotes deep sleep. Even further lowering the likelihood of insomnia is the practice of avoiding caffeine within 6 hours of going to bed. Further, the source is important. Many types of tea, like green oolong and yerba moth, contain caffeine in addition to antioxidants such as catechins and polyphenols, which help to reduce inflammation and promote improved cardiovascular health. When compared to highly caffeinated energy beverages, tea is a more mild option because it contains chemicals that have the potential to reduce any temporary increase in blood pressure. Cold brewed coffee or beans with a low acid content offer a more pleasant alternative for individuals who are sensitive to the acid produced by the stomach. Additionally, the addition of a small amount of milk or a plant-based creamer can help reduce digestive discomfort without watering down the effects of caffeine. Caffeine consumption should be accompanied by adequate hydration and food balance. Caffeine, which has some mild diuretic characteristics, should be used in conjunction with a large amount of water in order to aid maintain fluid balance. A steady blood sugar level and the prevention of the caffeine crash are both achieved by consuming caffeine in conjunction with protein or complex carbohydrates. As an illustration, consuming green tea alongside a breakfast that is high in protein or a snack that is composed of lentils can maintain energy levels for a considerable amount of time. In a nutshell, a low-cost method that can be beneficial in boosting mental clarity and workout ability in older adults is to consume coffee in a controlled manner, with careful consideration directed toward timing and source. At a moderate level, caffeine helps maintain the energy, confidence, and physical resilience that are necessary for a vigorous and active life even beyond the age of 60. This is especially true when combined with nourishing meals and regular movement. There is a solid reason why green tea is considered to be one of the most studied and revered beverages in the world, particularly among people who are over the age of 60. Green tea is a good beverage to consume on a regular basis because it provides a unique combination of muscular mending capabilities, potent antioxidants, and gentle stimulation. As a result, it is an ideal beverage for supporting strength, mobility, and energy. Green tea works in a subtle and holistic manner, addressing the underlying causes of weariness and muscle degradation while simultaneously improving overall wellness. This is in contrast to the harmful effects of strong stimulants or sugary energy drinks. The epigallicitin glutamate found in green tea is considered to be one of the most significant components. EGCG is a powerful antioxidant that has been shown to lower levels of oxidative stress and inflammation. Free radicals are chemicals that are unstable and responsible for causing damage to cells and tissues, including muscle fibers. As we become older, our bodies naturally manufacture more free radicals. The mechanism of action of EGCG involves the neutralization of free radicals, which in turn helps to reduce cellular damage and promote muscle regeneration. This is especially beneficial for senior citizens who participate in walking or resistance training routines, since green tea assists their muscles in recovering and growing more effectively after exercise. The quantity of caffeine that is present in your green tea is relatively low, often ranging from 25 to 35 milligrams per cup, depending on the method of brewing. Undoubtedly, this is sufficient to subtly enhance alertness, concentration, and performance during physical activity without overstimulating the neurological system. It has been shown that a moderate amount of caffeine can improve motivation, boost endurance, and lower the amount of effort that is thought to be required during physical exercise in older persons. It can assist you in getting up and moving in the morning, maintaining your alertness throughout the day, and feeling more confidence when completing exercises related to strength or balance, which are incredibly important in preventing falls and the loss of muscle mass. The presence of alanine, an amino acid that promotes tranquility without sedation, within green tea is what differentiates it from other caffeinated beverages such as coffee or other beverages that include caffeine. The combination of theanine and caffeine has a synergistic effect that helps to smooth out the stimulation, so reducing jitters and creating a stable state of attentiveness and relaxation. Because of this, green tea is an excellent choice not just for maintaining healthy muscles, but also for enhancing mental clarity and emotional well-being. Both are necessary for senior citizens who are attempting to maintain an active and involved lifestyle throughout their lives. Green tea, in addition to assisting in the rebuilding of muscle tissue, also has a positive impact on metabolism and fat burning, both of which are becoming increasingly significant as one enters their later years. Many people who are getting older notice a slowing of their metabolism as well as an accumulation of undesirable fat, particularly around the abdominal region and organs. Green tea acts as a gentle stimulant that helps to accelerate thermogenesis, which is the process by which your body burns calories to produce heat and encourages the utilization of fat that has been stored as energy resources. This metabolic boost not only contributes to a better body composition, but it also offers a reliable supply of energy that can be used for daily physical activity and exercise. The use of green tea is not only extremely convenient, but also highly adaptive. The beverage can be consumed either hot or cold, plain, or with a splash of lemon or mint, and it can even be combined with other herbs that are beneficial to the muscles such as ginger or turmeric. Additionally, it is abundant in hydration, which helps to prevent muscle cramps and stiffness, which are frequently caused by moderate dehydration, which is a problem that is widespread among elderly people. The conclusion is that green tea is much more than just a beverage that is calming. This powerhouse is capable of mending muscular tissue, boosting energy levels, and reducing inflammation. When it is incorporated into a well-rounded lifestyle that includes regular physical activity and healthy eating, it transforms into a straightforward yet potent instrument for maintaining mobility and feeling energized long into one's golden years. The use of ginger tea is among the most effective natural therapies for the treatment of aging muscles and joints. It is especially helpful for elderly people who want to keep their leg strength, minimize their stiffness, and enhance their circulation overall. Contemporary science has verified many of its wonderful benefits, particularly for people over the age of 60 who are more likely to have inflammation, chronic pain, and circulatory problems that impede movement. Although it has been used for centuries in traditional medicine, current science has proved many of its remarkable benefits. Ginger contains a number of bioactive substances, including ginger oil and sugar, which are the source of its therapeutic power. Significant anti-inflammatory and antioxidant capabilities are possessed by these naturally occurring compounds. Not only does inflammation contribute to the breakdown of muscles and sarcopenia, but it also causes tight joints and discomfort, which in turn restricts mobility. As we get older, inflammation becomes a persistent problem for many of us. Suppressing inflammatory pathways in the body, particularly those connected to cytokines and prostaglandins, which are chemicals that lead to swelling, discomfort, and degeneration in joint and muscle tissue, is how ginger tea works. In particular, these pathways are in charge of suppressing inflammation. Ginger tea has the potential to work as a natural muscle relaxant and pain reliever for elderly people who regularly experience stiffness in their knees, hips, or ankles, particularly in the morning or after sitting for an extended period of time. It makes it simpler to engage in light exercises such as walking, stretching, or resistance training, since it enables the joints to become more fluid and reduces the discomfort that they experience. It is crucial to have enhanced flexibility and comfort in order to prevent falls and to support the everyday mobility that is necessary in order to preserve leg strength and independence. Additionally, ginger is an essential component in the process of improving circulation, particularly along the extremities such as the legs and feet. The circulatory system gets less efficient as we age, and as a result, many people who are in their latter years endure ailments such as cold hands and feet, muscular cramps, or swelling. In addition to stimulating blood flow and assisting in the dilation of blood vessels, ginger's warming impact also helps to deliver oxygen and nutrients to muscle tissue in a more efficient manner. This is of utmost significance for elderly people who lead sedentary lifestyles or who suffer from illnesses such as diabetes or peripheral artery disease, both of which are known to hinder circulation. The effect that ginger tea has on digestion and the absorption of nutrients is yet another advantage of drinking ginger tea. There is a correlation between having a healthy gut and having greater absorption of protein, vitamins, and minerals, which are all critical building blocks for the generation of energy and the repair of muscles. In spite of the fact that they are eating correctly, senior citizens frequently experience digestive problems that can reduce the efficiency of their diet. As a result of ginger tea's ability to increase the formation of digestive enzymes, reduce bloating, and support regular bowel movements, the body is better able to utilize nutrients for the preservation of muscles and overall vigor. The fact that ginger tea is so simple and readily available is one of the reasons why it is so enticing. Prepare it with fresh ginger root, ground ginger powder, or tea bags. All of these options are available. Allow to steep in boiling water for 5 to 10 minutes. Enhancing the flavor and providing additional antioxidants can be accomplished by adding a tiny bit of honey or lemon slices. If you drink 1 or 2 cups of it every day, particularly in the morning or after you have done some physical exercise, you can experience constant anti-inflammatory and circulation-supporting advantages without the side effects that are typically associated with pharmaceuticals. As a result of its ability to reduce inflammation, ease joint stiffness, and improve blood flow to the legs, ginger tea is a powerful ally for senior citizens who want to maintain their strength, mobility, and freedom from discomfort. Ginger tea is beneficial to the kind of active lifestyle that helps prevent the loss of muscular mass, as well as contributes to increased self-assurance and independence. A simple routine that is performed every day can have a significant impact over time. It is especially beneficial for senior citizens over the age of 60 who are experiencing age-related weariness and a decline in leg strength, because ginseng tea has established a reputation as one of the most effective natural medicines for improving energy, vitality, and endurance. Despite the fact that it is frequently eclipsed by more familiar teas such as green or chamomile, ginseng tea has a distinct position due to its adaptogenic capabilities and its capacity to increase both mental and physical performance. This is especially true when combined with exercises that focus on mobility and strength training. Ginsenoids are the major active molecules that promote the body's ability to adapt to stress, raise energy levels, and improve physical endurance. They are at the core of the benefits that ginseng has to offer. Not only is weakness the most common complaint among senior citizens, but also weariness, both mental and physical, is often cited as the cause. As a result of this continuous exhaustion, people frequently choose a sedentary lifestyle, which increases the rate at which they lose muscle, particularly in the legs and lower body. This cycle can be broken with the help of ginseng tea, which offers a sustained energy boost without causing overstimulation or a crash, in contrast to other alternative beverages that are high in caffeine. The capacity of ginseng to improve oxygen usage during physical exercise is one of the most important advantages of this substance. This indicates that the muscles of a senior citizen are able to function more effectively when they engage in leg activities such as walking, gentle squats, or workouts designed with resistance bands. A more efficient transport of oxygen results in reduced tiredness at an earlier stage, longer endurance, and ultimately more productive workouts, all of which contribute to the development and maintenance of lower body strength, respectively. In point of fact, clinical research have demonstrated that constant use of ginger supplements or tea can boost exercise capacity. This is particularly true for populations who are older and those who are recuperating from illness or absence of movement. Additionally, ginseng tea also has a beneficial effect on the health of mitochondria. Mitochondria are the energy powerhouses of cells, and as we become older, their activity decreases, which contributes to a slower restoration of muscular function and a decrease in muscle output. Genocides are able to boost mitochondrial activity, which in turn promotes the synthesis of cellular energy and the repair of muscle tissue following movement. The importance of this cannot be overstated, especially for senior citizens who wish to see benefits from their workouts without experiencing excessive soreness or exhaustion afterward. Keeping an active lifestyle requires mental endurance and psychological stability, both of which are frequently disregarded but are crucial for sustaining a healthy lifestyle. Ginseng tea provides both of these benefits in addition to its physical benefits. People in their senior years who have mental and emotional stimulation are more inclined to engage in regular physical activity and social contact. There are two important safeguards against the deterioration that comes with aging. The consumption of ginseng tea has been shown to alleviate mental weariness, improve memory, and even support dopamine levels, so assisting users in experiencing more motivation and positivity throughout the day. Ginseng tea is not only simple to make, but it can also be easily included into one's everyday routine. The dried ginseng, root slices, powder, and tea bags that are easy to use can all be used to make the beverage. Consuming it 30 to 60 minutes before engaging in activities such as gardening, physical training, or simply a morning walk might help improve performance and energy levels. However, it is essential to keep a close eye on the dosage. Consuming an excessive amount of ginseng might lead to agitation or disrupt sleep. 1 to 2 cups per day is sufficient for the majority of elderly people to experience its revitalizing advantages without experiencing any adverse effects. As a conclusion, ginseng tea stands out as a highly effective herbal beverage that serves to immediately support the leg strength, stamina, and general energy levels of senior citizens. It is a potent technique that can be used to combat fatigue, develop strength, and improve independence in older adults when it is combined with intentional movement such as walking or resistance exercise. It is not necessary for you to give up your strength, independence, or vitality just because you are becoming older, my friends. By incorporating natural remedies such as green tea, ginger tea, and ginseng tea into your daily routine, you are providing your body with the resources it requires to maintain its strength and vitality. If you combine these teas with regular activity, even if it's simply walking or light stretches, you'll begin to feel more power in those legs, improve your balance, and experience less fatigue. Make sure you don't undervalue the power that nature possesses. You are able to restore your energy and power in a natural and risk-free manner by drinking 1 cup at a time. Be well, maintain your strength, and as usual, make it a wonderful day.